As Dan Burns' career in marina management has evolved, he has risen among the ranks to his current position as general manager of Glangplank Marina, part of the $2 billion wharf renovation currently underway in Washington, D.C. Yet Dan's proudest accomplishments during this time relate not to marinas, but to a program he co-founded and has helped to develop that is making a difference in the lives of service veterans across America. What you're pointing to now is
a rendering of the project overall. Okay. But right here, this is the 14th Street Bridge.
Okay.
And 395, that area. And then right here is the over 100-year-old Washington Fish Market.
Oh, how wonderful.
Okay. And then you have, these docks here are already installed, and they are going to be what is called the day docks or market docks.
So people can drive their boat to the market?
That is correct. They'll be able to drive their boat to the market. They'll be able to stay, on a transient basis overnight, and so on. These piers here, which are already in the market pier and the district pier, are public piers for water taxis, charter boats. This is going to be for visiting major yachts and entertainment purposes. Then you have the Washington Yacht Club here, which is an over 100-year-old yacht club. They've been relocated and they're all brand new. And then you'll have what's referred to as the 7th Street Pier, or again the People's Pier, which will be entertainment, ability to launch kayaks and rowing shells and things like that. And then you'll have Glangplank Marina.
So that's where you are, where your hand is right now.
Right here is where Glangplank Marina.
How many slips?
Currently, we have 130 slips. At the end of the renovation, we'll have 207 slips.
Wow. How long has this been in the planning stages?
Years. This has been 10 years or so, and it's recently started in 2014, to physically start the work.
And what's their anticipated
2020.
And what's the price tag on it?
It's over $2 billion.
So I hear you talk about it seems like boundless energy. You love to do things. You love being around people and being engaged.
I do.
And it sounds like your wife Kathleen is a very energized woman as well.
She is.
And so the part of your story with Kathleen that really has brought you to 64 and More is a project that you and your wife started.
It's a project, workvesselsforvets.org. It started 7 years ago at Noank Shipyard.
Which is the one in Connecticut.
That is correct, in Connecticut. And we had a customer, John Necrash. He was a part-time lobsterman.
Okay.
And he had an old lobster boat, that he used for years, and he was going to buy a new one. And he couldn't quite figure out what to do with the old one. He came up with the idea to donate his boat to a returning vet from Afghanistan or Iraq to use as a lobster boat. And he put an ad in the Army-Navy News, a vet who was still in Afghanistan at that time, Marine, answered the ad and said he was coming home, and he lived in Rhode Island, and he always wanted to lobster. So John made the arrangements to donate the boat to him.
Now, had Necrash been a serviceman?
No, but he's always respected, as well as I have, all of the servicemen and women, and what they have done for this country and for us individually. Anyway, he came to us at the shipyard and asked us if we would fix the boat up so everything worked and there was no issues.
Before he donated it.
Right.
Okay.
And we said to him, well, you know what? We'll do it for nothing. We'll fix the boat up so you can give it away. The whole donation thing morphed into quite a big deal. We got the senator to come out there and be involved in the presentation of the boat. We had radio stations and television stations come out and reporters and so on. It was quite a big deal. After that was all done, one of our other employees there, Jim Finley, said we should do this again. And we all agreed, that we should continue this kind of a process. Well, we decided that we really didn't need to be boats, that it could be anything that was helping a returning vet who wanted to become an entrepreneur. We couldn't think of a name for it. Again, Finley said, well, why don't we call it work vessels or something like that? And we said, well, work vessels for vets. Kathleen ran to the computer to see if that was available as a name and registered it right away. And 7 years later, we have helped over 1,400 returning vets for well over $1 million worth of tools, vehicles, supplies. We've helped vets create a cleaning company, a fishing company, and a carpenter company, roofing companies, farming, many farming, helped them get tractors. Young lady, female veteran, she had no way to tend her sheep because she was so handicapped. She needed a four-wheel vehicle, one that she could get on, being handicapped.
How did these vets find out about this?
Over the years, we have given away hundreds of laptops to help veterans who are going to school. We also created a website. The VA had our listing, just through word of mouth, through advertising, through the internet.
Were you ever surprised at how the word traveled?
We were very surprised. Currently, we're involved with a vet looking for a tractor for his business. We're just helping out another vet. He was going to school. He had an iPad, and it fried. So we're just yesterday we were back and forth, to get this vet a new iPad so he could continue on with his schooling. Our executive director is a retired state senator from Connecticut, and she does a wonderful job for us. Kathy Cook is her name. She manages us much better than we used to manage ourselves.
How did this evolution continue? Like, how do you go from the three of you having a cold beer and figuring out how to make this work to a former state senator being the head of your board?